What's up, good people? This Isaiah. And as we look at the tape, we got our Jillfunny here. I'm gonna call her Jill. What is Jillfunny? Assuming I'm saying that right. What if it's Jillfunny? You know what I'm saying? What if it's Jillfunny? Anyway, let me get out of here real quick. I haven't finished the story yet, so I'll be working on that later. All right, so we're talking about Jill here and her overall kit, her kits, if you will. All right, again, this is like first take. Haven't really tested her too much yet. Though I have her in a party full of water users, as you can see. Mainly because I get curious about certain things. I'm like, okay, she's a water user. Let's put her in a water team. And there we have it, water team, right? Anyway, so kit is interesting. If we look at the, actually, we'll start with the abilities first. Here, my microphone's in the way, by the way, so I'm having a hard time looking at my damn screen. Simply because my boom arm decided to just like, the piece that holds the mic just shattered. So I got a new one on the way. Anyway, so cat lover sword, hood. Yeah, she hood. Water and crystal. All right, which is good. Cat lover and sword. That's something I didn't even consider. So you can buff her with a Grasta. Give her a cat lover, or no, have a cat lover in the party, really, and go from there. All right. All right. First skill here. Okay, which honestly nobody's probably going to use, but it's a 0 MP skill at the very start, the first 3 turns of battle, which is good. Okay, this one here. Restores all statuses. Could come in handy if and it doesn't say, okay, I'm guessing this is just for the user, meaning her, right? Water type magic attack on a single enemy. Restore users MP 50%. Wow, that's a huge jump. Okay, and restore all statuses. I'm assuming that's just for her, though I could be wrong. Most likely it's just for her though. Strength based on user's power. So right away we were given the idea of making sure her power is as high as it possibly can be. Okay. This one here. Yeah, definitely. Preemptive water type magic attack on a single enemy. Speed down 50%. So slow an enemy down. Super boss. This comes in handy. And if it has a resistance strength increased times 10. Strength based on user's power. Again, this is one of those cases where we know we need to have our power as high as humanly possible, right? Or as high as it can go, right? I don't know what the max power is for some units. I'm gonna have to check the wiki to see, like, okay, who has the highest power stat when maxed out at 255, and then of course, okay, what can we give them to further increase that power? You know what I mean? So it's probably like 500-600. Who knows? All right. Anyway, this skill here. Deploys water stance and user's power, int, and speed up 100%. So think Lily, who would do something. Well, actually, yeah, I guess you could say Lily, or who else would do this? Wow, I'm drawing a blank on who else. Except this user's selfish, right? She buffs herself. She can care less about the party. Okay, and so it's based on this here, because a lot of these are just for user only. So the question came up where Elseal or Jill here, and honestly, use them both together, right? At least Elseal helps the party. Jill here, selfish as hell, right? She's like, nah, man, forget y'all. I take care of myself out here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so there's that. You have this skill here. All right, water type magic attack on single enemy times 3, which is nice. Damage increase at max HP. So obviously having her at max HP would be beneficial. Of course, having her power up as well, because again, the damage is increased by max HP, but then also the strength is based on the user's power. So again, this comes back to the having as much power as you possibly can for this user. Heal party for 1,000. That's it. Heal the party for 1,000 and crit rate 100% and a magical crit rate 100% 3 moves. That's still kind of selfish in my opinion. Definitely selfish. All right. Strength increase with Astal stack. Strength increase times 4 and inflict elemental break water. All right. That's not going to matter much because I believe they start with that. This skill here, finally something that benefits the entire party, right? All party members max HP and max MP plus 30% and physical resistance and type resistance up 30% and grant shield, right? 3 turns, fixed value 3000. When in Sacred Water stance, buff and shield effect increase times 2, which is not bad. Did I skip this one? No, I didn't. And this one here, okay, this is just basically the updated version of the previous skill where water type magic attack times 3, damage increase, max HP times 3, right? And then we heal the party for 3000 and crit and magical crit rate up 100%. All right, so that's a bit better. Okay, so this, again, in my opinion, this user stacks really well with someone like a Mazzy because of single attack being her main focus here, right? Mazzy's end of turn attack, or Mazzy's, I guess you could call it end of turn. I guess you could say after hit, whatever you want to call it. Her link effect, her link attack, only works when used with single attacks, right? So you had Eva, Hizmena, and now you have Jill here, who it works incredibly well. Felmina is another one as well, because I mean, when I use Felmina and link her with Mazzy, then you know if Felmina gets more hits, she's going to keep hitting, and then you're going to get that bunny or whatever showing up like, hey, look, man, I got something to do too. You know what I'm saying? So not bad. Hence why I have her in the party where she's at. There's Mazzy, and then there's Jill. Okay. Now for the Stellar Burst, we start by looking at the enhanced skill. As we can see, front line, 4 water characters, gain Fulgur, and user gains shield for 5 turns, fixed value 6000. All right. Not bad, I guess. Look at this other ability here. This is just Stellar Burst. All right. Nothing really to sneeze at here, right? Nothing big, nothing major. This skill is long. All right. Preemptive, begin praying 3 turns, and water type magic attack on all single enemies. On a single enemy, times 3. So again, this really does benefit Mazzy in this case. Okay. Strength increase based on user's power. Again, having her power as high as possibly can definitely helps in that particular situation. All right. If that one skill is learned, yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce these, and activates it in Link. All right, praying effect. All party members gain Lunatic, Mind's Eye, and damage taken by all party members down 30%. Now, each party member gets Mind's Eye, which is interesting. All right, so this immediately tells you that most likely you can't use Iffy along with this unit. And the primary reason for that is because you may override Risk Taker, because Iffy will give that at the start of battle. All right, and this may actually override the Risk Taker when used, right? Those praying effects. You see what I'm saying? So, wouldn't worry about that. Single enemy magic resistance down 50% until end of turn, and strength increase times 30, and pierce barrier, and dispel currently active zone, and deploy an extra Sacred Water stance. All right, which ain't bad. You know what I mean? But like I said, very selfish character. All right, this is not going to be, she is not a support unit. All right, definitely not a support unit. All right, as far as how to build her goes, you got options. Okay, let me just throw in the, okay, never mind, there's Piggy. You got options, right? Sword and Cat Lover, and I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick search for, do I have Cat Lovers in here? I do not. Wow. Let's see, Cat Lover. Let's see, there you go. Oh, that's Cat Hater, wow. I'm just looking for Cat Lovers here. We got a handful. All right, Fine. Like I said, I didn't finish the story yet, and she's only at 80. So we're gonna go ahead and give her, assuming I even have it, Cat Lover. There we go. So she now boosts the damage that Jill would actually do. This actually isn't the team comp I will use either. It's just the one I put together for the start, for the sake of things. You know what I mean? So if I was actually building a team around her, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm going for an AF, I'm choosing different units. So I will go for, say, Elseal, since I was just talking about Elseal. Elseal is a sword character. Right, so I have Elseal. If I don't want to set the magic or set the water zone. Then I'll replace the New Earth with his Mena, since she was just staring at me. And then I'm going to go for, I can actually keep Mazzy here. Right? And that's just a further buff Jill. You know what I mean? And then as far as skills go, come on. We're going to looking to set a zone here. I don't know if it doesn't look like she would set a zone. Actually, I might be wrong about that. Here we have his Mena here. Again, more of a single focus type enemy. You know what I mean? Or unit, I should say, who can work in single target damage, right? I mean, might as well go for something like that because it's greatly beneficial. Okay? Against super bosses especially. All right. Mazzy here, obviously, to buff the character in question. Okay, I believe Mazzy can actually set a zone. Let me just double check that. As soon as I find it. Yes, she can. She can set a zone. All right. And for some odd reason, I really do think Elseal can do it. I just don't know. Maybe I should actually read these damn skills. Maybe I should do that, right? All right, cool. For anybody wondering why there's no videos on Elseal, this would be the exact reason why. You know, I have to set aside time to actually read up on some skills. All right, let me see here. Nope. When in... Okay, never mind. It's right here. Duh. It's right in front of me. Deploy Sacred Water Stance. Alright, so without even, like, really modifying anything in this case, if I were to go against... And mind you, there's, like, I don't think there's any pain or poison being said here. If I was going for an AF, honestly, I probably wouldn't even use Mazzy. I'd probably go for something like Dewey another style. All right, so let's see how this does. There's that. So, and that's crazy. Even the bunny's doing a ton of damage. I like that ability. All right, let me go ahead and use the Stellar Burst here.
Rise to the occasion.
Somebody hitting damage cap. I don't know who though. There's that Stellar Burst, right?
Okay, Piggy, let's do this.
We could definitely go for more in this particular case. Like I said, she's not really built for doing as much damage as humanly possible right now. Okay. But it works with this current team comp. If I had to replace someone, like I said, I would definitely replace Mazzy here with someone like a Dewey. right? Because haven't used them in a while. Let's see here. Let's go full. Where are you? Water Fist. There he is. And we can keep that as is. And as you can see, I would actually go with, let me see here. There we go. As if I was going for, I don't even think I have the AF back. Let's see. Got the AF back, and I'm gonna just do what I did earlier.
I will rise to the occasion.
As if I'm going for just pure damage. So that was damage cap right there. And if I'm understanding correctly, again, hitting damage cap now. So, again, replacing with Dewey worked here in this particular case. You know what I mean? So, that's just one team comp that one could use. Okay. Could you use others? Absolutely. You can use, let me just do this here. You could use, though this really wouldn't favor AF at all, right? But I can use, say, Daenerys. You guys know the one I'm talking about. This one here. All right. Elseal would just remain in the party. You can stick with Daenerys here, and this is something like you would do, say, outside of another force. So if you're not hitting an AF at the very start of the fight here, then this is what you would kind of do. In this case, yeah, pretty much what I would do here, right? With Daenerys primarily being used for, say, tanking, really, or maybe even buffing the rest of the party. So if I were to look, man, he had no equipment this entire time. Oh my god! Wow, hold on. All right, I'm back. That's nuts. Wow. No wonder why I was having trouble during like some of these fights in what is it? The glass. What is it? The glass. I don't. Glass palace. Glass. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That's interesting. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see here. We can use this ability here. Grant 20% of Daenerys max HP as a shield to the entire party. All right, which is nice. Okay. So basically it's a small buff to everybody in the party. We can also go with singing here. Okay. We have a few other things we can actually do with them as well. But main thing here in this particular case, if you start with him in the party and there's other water units, then what happens is you automatically enter a water zone. Right? An awakened water zone at that. So now oh, that's right. I'm already in a water zone. I should have used this skill instead.
How's this?
Okay, Piggy, let's do this.
I'm amazed with how quickly he gains charge.
Take that! Take that! Here you go! Here you go! Here I come! I will rise to the occasion. Here I come!
Here we go.
Take that! Here you go!
There's our damage cap. Right. This one took, what, 3 turns?
Come! Time for a
So,
special delivery!
but yeah, she's definitely single target DPS. For anybody wondering. Alright. And like I said, best to pair her up with Elseal, really, versus anyone else. You know what I mean? So, alright. That's pretty much my first take and initial thoughts on her, right? Could use other characters with her, absolutely. I just chose not to. But like I said, let me see here. She's pretty good when it comes to single target damage. Like, she's not going in a party where I need someone to clear mobs, right? That's just not happening, all right? Unless I have Mazzy in the team, which I believe she gives, let me just double check this real quick. Purgatory.
I'll show you the way.
Yeah, she'll go in a party with Mazzy, really. Because against those, inside of that glass palace or whatever the hell it's called, right, you have these enemies that, you know, they can't kill, but Mazzy can. I don't know why. Works just fine for me right now. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got on Jill here. All right, nothing too crazy. Will I come up with more team comps as I continue to use her? Most likely. You know, like for example, Crystal, right? Because again, if you recall, her personalities here say Crystal, so it's like, okay, well, pair her up with some Crystal users, right? And see how she does there. You know what I mean? In fact, let me just double check something here. Does she even have? No, she doesn't. So, interesting. Crystal, and yet I don't see a single. Okay, there's one crystal attack. That's it. Just, just one crystal attack, huh? Okay. So, we'll see how she does inside of a crystal team. You know, who knows, right? But yeah, that's it for this one. I'm definitely gonna continue with these videos. I still have to do the paid Earth team, and obviously I'll have to do more with water teams as well, since we're getting more water units. And then Fine when I get her another style, right? So, all right, that's pretty much it for this one. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll talk to you all later.